Today we're in Phinma, Maayo, San Jose, and this project won a Best Housing Development in the Philippines award. Obviously, this is just a scale model, but we'll be going to the model unit in a bit. Now, what's really exciting is that finally we have sustainable modern Filipino home design here in Batangas. Now, it comes with wide roads, well-lit and well-ventilated interiors, rainwater catchment, solar power, and of course, you have community amenities such as a basketball court, function rooms, pools, gyms, kiddie playgrounds, and lots of outdoor open spaces. So if you can't wait, let's start the house tour. Behind me, we have the Trinidad model unit for Phinma, Maayo, San Jose. But first, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and click on the bell so you get notified for whenever we release new YouTube videos. We're on Facebook. Make sure you hit like and see first, and follow us on Instagram at precello_official. My name is Julia, and welcome to another Precello open house tour. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the Trinidad model unit. Trinidad, by the way, meaning Holy Trinity. And there's about 157 units available for this particular project. The other units are also named after Filipino surnames or Filipino Spanish surnames, and they all mean good things. And in fact, in the entire project, the streets are also named after good qualities in Filipino. Okay, so now here we have the facade, right? And the first thing you will see is your 2-vehicle carport. You'll also see a pathway leading to your main entrance, as well as a pathway leading to your lanai and to the back of your house, which is the service area. Also, about the facade, you'll notice that it's very Filipino, right? It's very modern Filipino, and that's actually the thing that I love about this project, is that it focuses on being Filipino, being modern Filipino, because that's who's gonna live here. That's Filipinos, right? So why not take inspiration from the ones who will be living here in the first place? And as you enter, you have here an open space planning, yes. So this is, again, a model unit. So it's gonna be bare when you get your particular unit, but this is an idea. This is, these are the things that you can do to your space. And I'm sure you guys will come up with even better designs. I can't wait for you guys to start dreaming that up. Okay, so here you have your living area. You have, if you'll notice, lots of windows, right? And then you have here your dining, and it's so bright. Our favorite Filipino word, maaliwalas, isn't it? Because you have all of these huge windows that bring in so much natural light. During the day, you don't even need to turn on your electricity or your lights, rather, because it's so bright already. And then at night, of course, it's gonna be really bright thanks to the lights. So over here, we have sliding doors that, okay, actually, technically, I don't need to go out. You can see it, naman. So you have sliding doors over here that will lead to your lanai, as I mentioned earlier, as well as to the side of your house leading to the back or the front. And I love how they used powder-coated analog for this, for your sliding doors, as well as your windows. There we go. And this is just another idea, these vertical wooden slats, right? Just to divide the living and the dining and still keep it open. But even if you didn't have this, it's up to you how you'd segregate the space. And then speaking of segregating, you have your kitchen right here. So basically this area kind of feels like an L, right? Where it's still open, but it's in this nook. So you have a lovely kitchen over here with just enough prep space, right? Love it. You have so much storage, and then you have your provision for your refrigerator right here. And then right next to that, we have the guest accessible toilet and bath with a sink, toilet, and shower space. I believe it's gonna come with an enclosed shower space, but this one is partial. All right, so right next to the kitchen, we have another door, and this one will lead you out to the back. So currently, of course, it's still under construction, it's not yet done, but you can't see that you have a service area over here. So you have your built-in sink, some storage, You still have lights, of course, and provision for your washing machine. So it's up to you if you want to put, or if you want to extend the awning, but that is here and that's very convenient. You can also set up your hanging lines or clotheslines somewhere here. Now, you'll also see that the outdoor units for your ACs are here so that it's out of sight from the front. And speaking of something that is out of sight, so we can't see it now, but the community does come with a rainwater catchment. So for your gardening needs, for example, and if you wanted to wash your car, that's the water that you're going to be using. So it's more eco-friendly and of course it saves on water. So this is what this area looks like. Again, it's not yet finished. So we get to show you this first. Okay, so let's go back inside. And still, again, it's so bright as I mentioned. So that is also gonna help save on energy since you don't need to turn on your lights in the morning. And also, the units do come with solar panels. So that definitely will help lower the energy costs of your home. And if you needed the wind, also, you can open the windows because you have so many, right, for cross ventilation. So all of these things make for a very sustainable home. Right now, before we head up, I just want to show you the main stairs. So this is what it looks like. And you have a bit of space for your foyer, some like areas where you can put your keys maybe, and what have you. And for larger things that you might want to store, you do have a storeroom under the stairs. So that's very handy. Of course, every home needs a storeroom, right? Okay, so that is it for the ground floor. Let's now head up to the second. But before that, make sure you hit like and click subscribe if you haven't already. We love showing you houses like this, especially ones that are super Filipino, right? Like modern Filipino and all kinds of Filipino-inspired homes, because some of you don't even know they exist. So hopefully this helps. Phinma Maayo, San Jose is conveniently located 10 minutes away from Lipa Exit SLEX. It's near schools like Lipa Montessori School of Learning and De La Salle Lipa. It's also near commercial centers like SM City Lipa and is right across Metro San Jose Medical Center in JP Laurel Highway. So even here by the stairwell, you still have windows. It's nice and bright. You can open it up, cross ventilation, and I forgot to mention earlier, you have high ceiling. So from the ground floor and to this area, you have high ceiling. Okay, so now here on the second floor, we have 4 doors, and one of them leads to the balcony. So you have this nice area that you can just hang out in, right, and just survey the rest of your neighborhood, which, by the way, this project, one of the things I really like about it, all of the streets here are nice and wide, which isn't something you can say for all of the villages or projects. I want to say in the entire world, but let's just specifically consider the Philippines. If you know, or if you've seen other Filipino subdivisions, then you know that not everything, or not everywhere has the luxury of wide roads, but this project does. Okay, so anyway, here we have door number 2, and this one is the master bedroom. So you have this much space, you have enough to actually fit a queen-sized bed. And then already here, you have your built-in wardrobe. Now it's up to you how you want to configure your room, but that's how much you can fit in here. And you do have 2 windows, which again, cross ventilation and lets in so much natural light. And you still do have a bit of high ceiling there. And then you have an ensuite toilet and bath with a sink, toilet, and shower space. I love the tiles that they used. Oh, speaking of tiles, obviously the toilet and baths are going to be tiled. And then the flooring for the second floor, you have wood-like tiles for the private areas. And then on the ground floor, you have ceramic tiles. Okay, now you have, oh correction, we have 5 doors pala. So one of the doors lead to the common toilet and bath, again with a sink, toilet, and shower space. And I love the materials that they used. So they're going to be easier to maintain and they look nice. So the 2 other doors will lead to the 2 other bedrooms. So let me show you one of them now. So again, I love how they designed this space, and this is possibly what you can do with them. But you can fit a single bed, a dresser, and a vanity or desk. And then you still have, again, lots of natural light thanks to the huge window. And then to the final bedroom over here. Personally, I really like the configuration that they did for this room. So you have your wardrobe, your desk, and then your bed out here in the corner. It just feels so homey. It feels like your personal nook in the world. because you have two windows still to keep it nice and bright. And then when you open them, nice and fresh. And I know, these, you definitely need to add track lights to your home if you haven't already, because they showcase whatever art you have or whatever it is that you guys, looking at the wrong camera, may want to showcase, and it adds a bit of flair to your room. So that's not exactly... it's more of a design tip if you guys like tips like that. All right, so anyway, that is the second floor, and it's now time for the recap. So you have 125 square meters of lot area and 84.75 square meters of floor area distributed between 2 stories. 3 bedrooms, 3 toilet baths, and a 2-vehicle carport. You do have a balcony and a service area, as well as perimeter or like gardens in the back and the side, well, and also the front, basically around your unit. And what's really nice about this project, as I mentioned earlier, is that it focuses on modern Filipino. And that's something that is quite unique, especially here in Batangas. And speaking of Batangas, some of you might have the impression that Batangas is still kind of provincial, but this is a rising community here in the south. And it's only 10 minutes away from the Lipa exit in SLEX. So it's easy to get to, and it's very modern now, and you should really see it for yourself. And again, this is the Trinidad model unit. You have other model units to choose from, but the project itself by Phinma Maayo San Jose is amazing.